Hawking's Rosetta Stone. The contents of Stephen Hawking's office are the biographical equivalent of the Rosetta Stone. Collectively, the contents provide a key to unlock the secrets of his extraordinary science and no less extraordinary life. Behind this sign was the hub of the world's best-known physicist of recent years, a unique space around double the size of a regular university office that was tailored for his needs and working practices, and included a sink and kitchen area, along with space for medical treatments. The offices of his technical and administrative assistants were right next door. They were part of the University of Cambridge's Department of Applied Mathematics and Theoretical Physics, established in 1959 in Free School Lane. By the time Hawking joined the department, his office was on a site between Silver Street and Mill Lane, but he ended up transferring with the department in 2002 to a new building in West Cambridge. Over the threshold, Hawking had a corner office with a door he could open and close using a control on his wheelchair. Over the years, I've been fortunate enough to step through the store several times. Conversation was never easy. It took Hawking time to use his voice synthesizer, and as I awaited an answer, I always found myself gazing around at all the paraphernalia that surrounded us. It was a remarkable array of mementos, photographs, papers, books, potted plants, and what looked like a general bric-a-brac, although, as I would discover, each object had a remarkable story to tell. And why I used to find myself thinking, was this couch so big? What was that invitation to a time traveler's party all about? And what did all those scribbles and characters on his blackboard mean? Other objects were more straightforward. One I visited in 2001, a sign next to a Lisa Simpson keyring dangling from his computer declared, "Yes, I am the center of the universe." So many questions. Each visit I was itching to bombard him with questions about this extraordinary trove, but maintained a respectful silence so he could focus on the matter at hand. Whether we were discussing his science, an exhibit at the Science Museum, or serializing one of his books. Above, the nameplate of Professor Hawking's office at the Center for Mathematical Sciences in Cambridge. Aside from scientists, film and TV crews, along with celebrities, entered through the store. Following Stephen Hawking's death in March 2018, the contents of his office were eventually acquired for the nation, and in May 2021, allocated to the Science Museum Group. The 1,000 or so objects that are now in our collections, from scientific bets signed with Hawking's thumbprint to photographs of his scientific heroes, are tantamount to a personal museum curated by Stephen Hawking himself. Among them, there is a rare copy of his PhD thesis, his last wheelchair, the synthesizer that gave him voice, and one of his most treasured possessions, that blackboard filled with strange doodles and arcane jokes. Through these objects curated by my colleague Juan Andres Leon, you can explore his most influential ideas, from the no-boundary universe to how black holes leak Hawking radiation, and his quest to know the mind of God. Join me as I enter Stephen Hawking's office to explore the mind and life of one of the world's most inspirational scientists. Above, the interior of Professor Hawking's office before the contents were removed to the Science Museum Group's collection.